Graders, we are starting our geography unit this week. And even though I know you've read an article talking about what is geography, I thought it would be really nice for you to hear it from me as well too. There are 5 themes within geography, and I'm going to start to talk about the first one, which is what we're really going to be focusing on for the first month and a half, 2 months of social studies. So right here it talks about the 5 different themes of geography. And the first one right here that we're going to be talking about mostly during this month and a half or so is location. So geographers map and plot the positions of particular spots on Earth's surface. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be figuring out what our exact location is and where we can find it on a map, how we read a map, certain parts of a map, and that's what we're really going to be focusing on for the next couple of weeks. The next theme of geography is movement. So geographers investigate the movement of people, goods, and ideas across Earth. So what that part of theme looks like is like when they're looking at, well, why do people ship goods to certain areas? What kind of goods do people move in their area? What kind of goods do people move to other areas because of the climate and because of what part they're located of the world they're located in. The next one is place. Geographers analyze the physical and cultural characteristics of areas on Earth. Now, these two, location and place, are very interconnected because place, it says geographers analyze the physical and cultural characteristics of areas on Earth. We're going to be especially looking at the physical characteristics of areas on Earth. We're going to be looking at landforms, what the climate is like, what the temperature is like, things like that in certain areas. The next one is region. Geographers examine how people and places share one or more common features. I like to think about this part of the theme of geography. I really like to think about it as like a Venn diagram, which I know you guys have seen before, which is, remember those 2 circles, they look like this? And then there's that interconnected part that 2 separate ideas share. So it's comparing and contrasting. And when we compare, we're finding the similarities between places. When we contrast, we're finding the differences between places. So when we're looking at this region theme of geography, we're oftentimes looking at the comparison and finding common features between certain areas. So, and then the last one is relationships between places. The last theme is relationships between places. Geographers study how people interact with their environments. Now, I really like this theme quite a bit because it talks a lot about, we're going to be examining this later on this year because we're going to be looking at how did Native Americans, particularly Native Americans in Minnesota, interact with their environments? And what did they do in order to live through the long winters and the very, very hot summers here in Minnesota? So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, 3rd graders. I'm thinking about you, and I'm looking forward to studying geography with you guys this year. Take care. Bye.